And this niceness, this thing that they do, this presentation that they've made for the rest of the world is an effort to make you look crazy. Because everyone's like, he's so nice. He couldn't have. He wouldn't have. I was just there and he was doing all. It's impossible. Thanks, guys. Try to use that niceness to open a door to other women in your life. Because other women will be like, well, he was so nice. She must have done something.
I cannot stop thinking about her video. Y'all, I've talked about here about nice guys all the time, especially like the hero types, the one who are like, save the day, right? The ones who are obsessed with looking like the show up kind of guy to the entire community. They're the ones who will help other people move. They'll pick everyone up from the airport. They'll volunteer for search and rescue in the fire department or whatever. They won't do jack at home. They'll exploit the crap out of their wives. And they won't even pick their own wives up from the airport, but they'll pick everybody else up. Like these nice guys. I never thought about it in terms of getting access to the women in your life. I can't unsee that now. Okay, that's my mutual. Go follow. I love her content. Like I know all the other reasons why they're doing this. I know that they're doing this in order to make it look like when you finally leave them, people will think that you're the bad guy. How could you leave such a nice guy? You look crazy. It is... especially from the women who have shared their stories whenever I talk about this kind of stuff on here. They talk about, a lot of women will be ostracized from their communities. They will, no one will talk to them anymore, including their own families. Like even their own mom or parents or whatever. Because they just can't believe that you left that man who was so good to you. Although literally none of those people are sleeping in the bed with him, are, cleaning up after his mess, or walking on eggshells around his moods, which is one way. They will be so amazing out in the community. And then the moment they come inside the door, that smile is like, they withhold happiness, joy, all those things from the household. We'll literally do all that stuff with everyone else. Be out with the guys. They make everyone laugh. They are the man that every man wants to be and every woman wants to fork. They're just such a nice guy. And I never, ever realized that they're doing this to access all that women's friends, to access her mother, all the people in her life. He is going to turn against her. And when he cheats, because he probably will, if he's not already, before you even get married, it's going to be with one of your friends or someone that he met through you, or, somebody who is going to justify in their head you were the problem. Even if they have no evidence, they have no reason to think you're crazy. There must be something wrong with the woman who left such a nice guy. I'm telling y'all, I really think it's just as dangerous, if not more so, to be with one of these insecure, abusive, nice guys. The same reason that I say that men on the left or, progressive feminist men are so much harder to deal with because they have convinced everyone else that they do this thing, they believe in this thing, they use the right language, they mingle, and they're just wolf and sheeps, whatever. Because what those guys do is they turn your whole community against you. If all your friends hate your boyfriend or your husband, I feel like you're in a much better position than if they all just love him and he's abusive or just, exploitive or just sucks. At the very least sucks. That is probably going to be so much harder to get out of. You have so much more at stake. You're gonna lose so much more than the woman who is just dating a jerk that no one can stand. And I'd argue that most of the men who are abusers are nice guys. I would love stats to prove that. Don't know how to prove it. Feel free to add in the comments if you agree, especially if you have lived experiences with this. But I've known too many women in that situation. Hiding in plain sight. Duh.